Something has slipped into our solar system. Not with a blaze of light or an explosive roar, but with silence. It didn't knock. It didn't announce itself. It moved with precision, with speed that seemed almost deliberate. At first, astronomers dismissed it as another wandering rock, another icy shard drifting from the edges of interstellar space. But the deeper they looked, the less sense it made. Now they call it 3I Atlas. And its final transmission has left scientists frozen. Because what they found isn't just strange, it's impossible. Some experts whisper what others dare not say aloud. This object may not be natural. When it was first detected in June by the Atlas Observatory, ironically a system designed to warn Earth of dangerous objects, it barely raised alarms. Distant, faint, fast. But then an amateur astronomer uncovered something chilling. This wasn't its first appearance. Archived images showed Atlas had been here before, moving on a hyperbolic path, the signature of an interstellar traveler. Only two others had ever been seen, Oumuamua and Borisov. But Atlas is different. Its velocity is staggering, over 150,000 miles per hour, and accelerating in ways gravity alone cannot explain. That kind of motion suggests something pushing from within. Something like propulsion. Artificial propulsion. The kind expected of a probe, or a message. Unlike Oumuamua, which appeared suddenly and vanished before we could react, Atlas is still here. And what it reveals is unsettling. Despite its distance, 4 times farther from the Sun than Earth, it glows brighter than it should. Too bright for a simple rock. To reflect this much light naturally, it would need to be 20 kilometers wide. But it isn't. It's reflecting like polished metal, like something built. Stranger still, it isn't spinning chaotically or shedding material like comets do. It moves steady, smooth, purposeful. As if it knows where it's going. The James Webb Space Telescope was quickly turned toward it, and the results were bizarre. Atlas emitted no familiar heat signature, no telltale chemical traces of a comet. Instead, its temperature was unnaturally stable, with parts of the spectrum missing entirely, almost as if its surface was designed to absorb or block detection. Then came the shock. Faint radio patterns pulsing from the object. Not constant. Not random. Repeating. Structured. The intervals hinted at prime numbers, Fibonacci sequences, patterns rarely, if ever, produced by nature. Even more disturbing, its trajectory shifted. Instead of swinging past the outer planets and vanishing into the dark, Atlas adjusted course, drifting toward the inner solar system. Toward the Sun. Its closest brush with Mars will come on October 3, 2025. By late October, it will swing within twice Earth's distance from the Sun. And by December, it will skim Earth's orbital path. Not to strike us. Not to collide. Just close enough. Close enough to be seen. To be heard. Then the leaks began. Observatories that had been posting updates suddenly went quiet. Tracking pages vanished. Amateur forums compiling telescope data were shut down overnight. A European astronomer who shared an image of Atlas's strange radio profile deleted her account within hours. Official channels repeated the same careful line: there is no evidence of alien technology. But off the record, researchers admitted unease. One described it simply: if this is just rock and ice, it's behaving like it has orders. Further analysis revealed something stranger. Atlas's shape seemed to change. Not its orbit or brightness, but its structure. Some suggested it wasn't solid at all, but made of ultra-thin materials, like a solar sail, shifting orientation to harness radiation pressure. If true, then it isn't just drifting, it's steering. It doesn't need engines. The stars themselves are its fuel. And then the signal changed. Some physicists noticed that the pulse intervals matched not Earth's timing, but the orbital resonances of Jupiter's moons. Why would an interstellar visitor reflect knowledge of our solar system, unless it had been here before, watching, waiting? Deeper still, a buried dataset hinted at the impossible. Atlas contained isotopes not known to exist naturally in space. Isotopes theorized only in advanced fusion experiments. Materials stable enough to survive cosmic radiation. If confirmed, this would mean Atlas is not a relic of nature. It is engineered. A probe. A device. Perhaps even a messenger. And now, its final transmission. A sequence of pulses that appeared across multiple frequencies at once. Not random. Not chaotic. Layered. Encoded. Some cryptographers believe the patterns map into geometry, three-dimensional structures resembling blueprints. Others suggest the signal carried genetic resonance, echoing amino acid patterns like instructions for life. And one experimental AI, when fed the data, began generating abstract symbols, proto-languages too complex to be random, before its systems crashed as though overwhelmed by something speaking back. Then, silence. Atlas stopped pulsing. Stopped accelerating.